All right, y'all. I know it's been a long time, but we are finally back with a new episode of Mama's Kickin'. Y'all know
Yeah.
me. I'm Kenya. Go ahead, y'all. Introduce yourselves
What up,
again.
y'all? What up? What up? It's your boy Banks.
Yeah.
I'm Shayla Sad.
It's your boy G from NYC.
It's been a long time.
It
Yes.
has.
What have everybody been up to?
Oh, living.
She said living.
Paying bills.
Living, working.
Adulting.
Adulting. Yeah.
Right.
Adulting is ghetto.
Yes.
It's so ghetto.
Yes.
Nah, it is though.
Yes.
It's so ghetto. And then like we haven't filmed in so long and so much happened
So much.
in
Yes.
pop culture. It's
Yes.
just ridiculous the amount of things that been going on. But I mean, we gotta talk about the biggest like
Elephant in the
boom.
room.
Diddy
Let's hear it. Oh man.
and
Trending,
Cassie.
the most trending topic
Oh my
right now.
God.
Jesus Christ. Did y'all read the court
Oh my
document?
God. Yes, I've read
I didn't read
35 pages.
it.
might
But
I
I heard it was
was-
crazy.
it
I
was a
read
lot.
a few pages.
I literally almost started tearing up at 110. The
Wow.
110th claim,
Yeah.
I wrote some down and advisory for those. This will be
Trigger
discussion
warning.
of trigger warning for those. Is we're talking about rape, sexual assault, abuse. So yeah, just have to anybody who experienced that, just want to give that warning before we proceed.
Right.
That document is heavy.
Right.
Enlighten me.
I heard it was like, how many pages was it?
It's 35, and it's
35,
like
right?
over 100. After 120, I had to be like, Jesus, like
Damn.
I need to take a minute because if 10 of these things is true, like let's just
It's
say
over.
this is freaking
one
bad.
thing.
It's
One,
weird.
it's
One is
You just
too many
want-
for me.
like let me. I
Right,
could read
right.
off one because I was like literally taking. So, for instance, there was one that said the one that stuck to me, and I think this was damn near number. In a car leaving the club, Mr. Combs beat Miss Ventura, pushing her into a corner of the vehicle, stomping on her face. Mr. Combs' security staff, Roger Bonds, tried to stop the beating, but was unable to de-escalate the situation. When the car arrived at Mr. Combs' residence, Miss Ventura attempted to run away, but Mr. Combs followed her and proceeded again to kick her in the face. Miss Ventura was bleeding profusely and was ushered into Mr. Combs' home, where she began to throw up from the violent assault. Mr. Combs, head of security, and the assistant saw Miss Ventura after the assault. They began to both cry. Miss Ventura had 2 black eyes, a burst and a bruised lip, and a huge welt on her forehead. That's just 2.
Oh my God.
That's just 2. There's 100 plus in this document.
That's a-
Yeah, I gotta read that. I gotta sit and read that.
But I read,
Just the-
I read a few,
just the thought that
a few of the claims that were like horrific.
And
But
about
this-
about her scouting out the sex workers.
But
Yeah,
that
I
was
heard
like
that
crazy.
too. I was like, wait, what?
That
He
was
had
like
her with
crazy.
sex-
So like YouTube purposes, I'm just gonna say essay, right?
Essay,
because we don't want
essay.
to get shadow banned.
No, we
but
don't.
so it's hard for me because some people are making excuses, separating the music from the person. You cannot do that. Like, you cannot do that.
I
At
think
this
you
point, we
can.
can't separate. Yeah, he did
There's
a
a
lot
thin
for the
line.
culture, but
But is anybody
'cause I-
really?
come on.
But,
a lot of
but is
people-
anybody? I mean, I guess
There's a
Bad
thin
Boy
line.
as a
There's a thin line,
conglomerate.
'cause
So
a lot
who are
of
you
people
banning
not
is the
Think about
question.
that,
music,
right.
dog,
Like
people-
seriously,
But think about all. It's not about banning, but it's just like I can't use that excuse as, oh, he did so much for the culture. That's true. But in the name of what? Like robbing your artists, abusing women, God knows what else. Because a lot of people are still might be afraid to speak up. A lot of people in the industry.
So you putting the music with the person, you're saying that we shouldn't separate that.
I'm just saying, it's just like it's hard. It's hard when you out here essaying kids.
I get it.
And
I
abusing
understand.
women. It's just like your music is never that good. Your artistry is never
I mean,
that
his
good.
music is not good. You're
no,
right.
no,
His
for me to
actual
turn
music,
Him as
for
a
me to
producer,
turn a blind
business,
eye
he's
to
good.
abuse, it's
Yeah.
never that good.
No, but what we're saying is, all right, so let's put it out there. Let's say R. Kelly, right? You have R. Kelly, and that was him as an artist, and yeah, he wrote for some people. But we're talking Diddy, this is Bad Boy Records. whoever you listen to underneath that conglomerate, that money is going to him. So that's kind of tough because we could say, let's just say we take Diddy out the equation. I ain't got to listen to Press Play. Is that the name of the album? I ain't got to listen to that ever again. But if I'm listening to Mary J., if I'm listening to Biggie, if I'm listening to
artists,
like who
like,
we,
associated
but
with
it's like,
Diddy.
aren't we still
Right.
like it's supported?
But I think what I'm saying is you can't use that as an excuse
That's what
to
she's
make
saying.
excuses for the person. Well, their music is good, so I'm
I hear
still
it.
not put that pressure on them to say this is horrific
This is horrific.
because of what you did for the culture. Okay, you also did some violent things to people that look like us in the culture. So, and I'm not just saying Diddy, I'm just saying there's a whole lot of them out there.
Yeah.
You know, stuff that we don't even know about.
The dang document in this damn
It
document.
told
No,
me everything. I need to
this
know.
damn document
I gotta
said
read
that
that.
like some of
I'm gonna look at it
the
too.
expenses was like even expensed by the head of the label. So she's naming like names up in here. It's a lot. I mean, what are y'all
Yeah.
thoughts on this?
Well, first and foremost, I want to commend Cassie for even doing that, like taking that, having the courage just to do all that, like put all that stuff with like
That's
with Diddy,
embarrassing
like
out
the
there.
everything that's
Yeah.
happened to her, because I know she's married now, she has a family,
Yes, kids.
so I'm sure her husband was real supportive with taking that.
Alex Fine.
Yeah.
He was her trainer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I commend her for even doing that, because a lot of people are afraid to, the thing with Diddy, like people like the whole Jamie Foxx thing was saying that he was sick because of Diddy exposing
Yeah, that was
his
a lot of
his
stuff.
parties and stuff like that. So
I say allegedly.
allegedly. So I mean, I just commend her for doing that, because now it's opening the door for like
Mhm.
Right.
people to
right.
stand up and say like he did this too, he did that. So
Yeah, like he got 2 more cases.
Right,
now.
but what do y'all think about
It's a
how
lot.
fast he paid her?
he did it.
Yeah.
oh,
That
whatever,
man did it.
whatever they say she did, he did that
She
shit.
took the payment too, though.
Yeah.
Because
I mean-
But it's called pain and suffering. I don't
listen,
care
you
what
gonna pay
nobody
me for
say.
my pay. Listen,
called
because
pain and
first of
suffering.
all, how she did it was, I think it was a civil suit. It's the quickest way to get your money faster. Because if she would have took it to trial, then he would have had to go
longer.
through
Yeah,
trial.
it would've took longer.
And on top of that, I think allegedly, I read. I'm not sure about the sources, that her legal team was already in contact with his legal team, saying that this was going to happen, and she was already asking for this money. But I don't know what it was.
They were
but
going back and forth.
he
I
wasn't
heard.
moving. So then when
She-
they filed that complaint and he
Yeah.
saw in the way, and remember, it's all about how you write it.
Right.
Because they didn't have to put all of that, and he could have been like, she ain't got no smoking gun, and then it could have just went to trial. But it was 100 and something things.
But the front of the document
that.
said trigger warning in red. I've never seen a court document that said trigger warning.
I don't think I've seen that. But I also don't think
Never.
a civil suit ever. I mean, I'm not gonna say ever, maybe because we're thinking celebrity.
Mhm.
But the way it is I'm telling you, if you guys have time
Yeah,
and a
I'ma sit
mental
down
capacity
and
to read.
For sure.
I was on 110 and I'm just like,
Wow.
God damn, and you are thin. This little girl is like me. Imagine me getting, how tall is Cassie? Maybe 5'5"? She's a little taller than me.
I thought she was taller than that.
Say 5'7",
Yeah, she
maybe?
I
seems-
believe so.
She looked tall. Well, when she was standing,
tall.
she looked like a tall woman. I'm gonna say 5'7", but she's skinny. Imagine like me getting like abused by a 6'1" Diddy getting stomped out. That's not.
Yeah. But on the
That's-
media, like it showed Cassie pressing charges, and then allegedly, and then she did, and then Diddy paid it off like what, a week
24
later?
hours.
did.
No,
Oh,
it was
24
24
hours.
hours.
24
It was
hours.
20. It was the
24.
Yeah,
ink
it
wasn't
was
even
quick.
dry on that dang
quick.
lawsuit.
Yeah.
That was
It was
the
quick.
quickest. He did that, and then allegedly they said, rumor has it, I think she got a little bit more than what she was
No,
asking
it's
for.
I heard it
Money talk.
was 100 million. Was
we-
it? It
so
wasn't
we-
36. It was
So
like
she was
100.
asking for 30 though, right?
Yeah.
And then I think he tried to
don't know
offer
how
her
much it
10.
It was last he tried.
He tried to
They
offer
were
her
going back
10.
and forth
This
for
is
a
all,
minute.
listen, I'm still not sure about. I'm just perusing the internet, like the sources, because I had to try to find the document. But I think she asked for 30 allegedly. I think he offered her less. Did the civil suit? I heard she got more.
So
Like-
we saying, so y'all all think he did what he
I mean,
did it?
yeah.
Come on, man.
To be honest, like
I wouldn't pay you that fast.
I wouldn't pay like
I'm fighting for
He
my
paid her
life.
the money, so
I'm
yeah.
fighting
And if
for
you
my
read
life.
the document, one of the things said that. Let me see if I can.
Most
find
rappers
it.
fight it. Most rappers like
Right.
a
All right,
musicians
so
fight
I'm
it.
fighting it.
So
Yeah.
it said she managed to get into the. This is one of her escapes, one of the many attempts of the escape. Trigger warning. She managed to get into the elevator and she got to the lobby, quickly took a cab to her apartment. Upon realizing her running away will cause Mr. Combs to be even angrier with her and completely stuck in his vicious cycle of abuse, Miss Ventura returned to the hotel with the intentions of apologizing for running away from her abuser. When she returned, hotel security staff urged her to get back into the cab and go to her apartment, suggesting that they had seen security footage showing Mr. Combs beating Miss Ventura and throwing a glass at her in the hotel hallway.
What?
That's in the document. That was in it. And I think the source is, that was in the document. It says
Yo, this documentary 50 about
It's-
to put out gonna be
it's
crazy.
it's deep.
Fi-
So that means hotel,
Yeah.
like the alleged footage, somebody got something on tape. Somebody got something.
It's a lot, so
It's
I
a
don't like
lot.
to judge people. And
You seen
and
what
from
50
my
been putting out, right?
opinion,
Oh my
yeah,
God,
I saw
50's
he-
an asshole.
That
So 50
documentary
just-
gonna be crazy.
Wait, he really
50
trying to
just
do
throwing
it? Is
songs.
it
Yes.
or is he just joking?
No, he's dead.
No, he's dead ass. 50 dead
I would
ass.
be
Listen,
But Diddy
surprised.
can have a documentary.
And he put it on
Yo.
Stars.
And it'll be
I would
like
not be
literally-
That's gonna be
surprised.
He put it
crazy.
on Star.
I
what
would
y'all
be
think about
surprised.
50 like coming at him and stuff
At
like
first,
that?
I
You
thought
think
they
They
was
don't
just-
like him, so he gonna keep.
I
gonna
didn't
keep
know the
going.
beef was that real. I thought like
Yeah.
50 was just doing 50 shit.
Nah,
You know how he
really
does,
don't
but
like
he
him.
really
I
don't
even
like
know
Diddy.
how it started.
How
they used
did
to
it
work
start?
together too. Like they
How
used
did
to
it
work.
start?
Well, I think 50 he used to write for him. He used to write for Diddy and
Did it start over 50's baby mama or something? Diddy was dating.
No, that was later though. That was much later.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know
really
how it
can't
started. Then
pinpoint
don't
what
don't
made them,
quote
but I
me
just
because
know
I
But
that
I
don't
know
even
they
know.
did work together. Like he wrote music for him, and then they was like going back and forth with like the liquor because he came out with the FM
Yeah,
vodka.
yeah,
He
yeah.
came out
I
with
get
the
this
Ciroc.
Yeah, they was
It's
going back
much
and forth
more
with the
though.
liquor.
But
I think it's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes in the industry
Oh,
that
yeah.
we're just obviously not.
the
privy
industry is his
to.
own streets.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Yeah.
his own
and him mentioning that he would take him shopping too. Like he was
identity,
pissed off about
right?
that.
Yeah,
crazy.
so I mean,
How do y'all believe
But
he?
yo, I think he probably guilty a little bit. You see how he played the joke on Halloween?
Yeah,
Oh,
Yo, bro, like
he did that.
but
too
then
as
they
well.
get they sent a cease and desist.
but didn't he do something
Warner
else after
Brothers.
that?
Warner Brothers
They
sent a
sure
cease
did.
and desist.
But why
He
you want to
couldn't
send
do
him
it.
a cease and desist for doing it well? Isn't that
That shit was
Halloween?
too good.
Because you can't. He was promoting, I guess, the
From the movie.
vodka and the Joker and going around because that's their
Got it.
image.
Exactly.
That's their.
I didn't
you
catch
know.
that connection.
Like it was like a movie. It was
Yeah.
like related to the actual movie Dark Knight.
yeah.
But didn't he do something else in like kind of similar? No, I don't know what he
I
did.
think he
He
played
did the Joker, right?
Batman. I don't.
Oh, he did Bat. Oh,
He
he
did
switched it over to
Batman.
Batman this year.
Uh,
When they said he couldn't do the Joker, then he did Batman. I mean, he did.
I never heard of a cease and desist because you can't do a Halloween costume. just
They
gotta do it
probably
well.
knew a lot more than what we did.
Yeah.
Probably knew what coming down the pipeline.
Yeah.
I mean, it is funny how he started getting all his awards and all of his recognitions, and
Yeah.
now all of a sudden, within the same,
Crazy.
didn't he just get like Lifetime at BET?
Yeah.
And then he got the something at the VMAs this
Yeah.
year. And then
did
the
get a
Met
few
Gala,
of them.
the Met Gala, Diddy is one of the people look for at the Met. Y'all think he getting invited to the Met?
No, I heard he's not. I heard there's a lot of awards that he's no longer getting invited to. Well, this is just what I heard. You never know with the industry, though.
Because he is still
And him stepping down too from
Revolt.
When you gotta do all that and companies just
and didn't
like,
somebody else
breaking up
part
with
ways
you,
with him too?
crazy.
There's a whole bunch of companies parted ways.
The
That means something. That
the
means something.
It's not Ciroc, is it? Isn't that his?
no, that's not his.
That's not his.
Oh.
That's
Oh,
not his.
okay.
This whole time we thought it was, and
I
it's
thought it
definitely
was
not his.
too. It's
No,
not. Oh wow.
the other vodka isn't his either.
What was the other vodka?
A DeLeon, DeLeon.
Oh, Deli, I never had.
yeah, I never
Deleon.
drank it. So
I mean, so how? I mean, growing up in the '90s, we can't act like Bad Boy wasn't the thing.
right.
I guess like, how are we feeling about Diddy? I mean, how are we feeling? Everybody go around.
I've been hearing this for years. I've been hearing all these rumors
Yeah,
for years.
so it's
the
been
parties,
over 30-something years.
Everything.
We've been hearing
Word,
these
though.
things.
him going both ways. I heard all this. I heard all it.
It's not a
years.
shocker.
That's why I'm confused on
The
why
details
people.
are shocking, but it's not a shocker.
That's why I'm kind of confused on why people feel like, oh my God, how do y'all feel about people saying, Cassie, you took so long? Why did you take so long?
took a
Or like,
bit, but-
or people just not believing it. When, like you said, it has been rumors for years.
I could say it maybe it took so long because
She from
now if
Harvard.
she would have came out in the 90s or whenever they was dating,
Early
instead the early
2000s.
Yeah,
2000s
because she
when
came
they
out
was dating,
2003, I think.
then and now is different. Like the way the internet just blew up, it
Mhm.
blows every story up. Like it's ridiculous. Like it wouldn't have been that
I
big.
don't know. I just hate when people
And
say
she's probably scared.
you took too long. Who are you to
Yeah,
say
like, she probably
when
scared, like-
I want to
That
face
part.
my trauma or when I
part.
want to face my abuser? And who are you to say that
She was
my
scared.
abuser wasn't trying to hush me up for years upon years?
Mm.
On top of that,
Fearful.
powerful man with money and everything. And
Yeah, so who are
people
you
like
to say
him,
the
so it's
timing
like,
for someone
right.
else's trauma? I'm not here to say, how you want to deal with your trauma, when you want to deal with it. If you want to get money, you want to send a person to
Mhm.
jail.
For real.
It's your experience and it's your trauma, and you should deal with it how you see fit.
Right.
Yeah, especially when this man was able to like, when in the document, I was trying to find exactly which one that stuck out to me, but in the document when she was talking about his syndication and how even to the point like her doctors would send her medical stuff to him. And like imagine somebody that powerful where you
Oh,
can't even get your own medical records, and when you're asked to see your family, he's telling you no. And like if you're hurt and abused, you're in hotel rooms for weeks until you heal because you can't go out in public with the bruises because then people put two and two together.
Mm.
And then you have
it just
bodyguards
tells you,
who know.
it just tells you
people who know.
how powerful having a lot of money.
Right.
You just can't be biased in this. I just can't be biased. You gotta really just look at the facts and look at the evidence and see that he is possibly guilty of this.
Right.
Because it's not like we haven't
Allegedly
heard
did all this stuff. So
whisper. It's not like, you know what? You know who would shock me? I remember I was like, it's one thing if like somebody did this whole doc on Morris Chestnut. It would be like, what?
Right.
Morris?
now that would be a shock.
What
Right.
the what?
That would be a shock.
Who, what, where, when, how,
Right.
why?
What made you bring up Morris Chestnut though?
No, I'm just saying that's how. No, I'm saying that's not. Nope. I love. What I'm saying is such a perfect,
What you know? No, I'm
perfect
playing.
guy that
Yeah.
has such a good standing in the industry, who is a nice married man who just minds his own business.
Ow.
Imagine if that would be like, what? But you still don't know this man. But at the same time, it's like, what? But
Mhm.
Diddy, we've been hearing stuff.
Right.
For quite some time. And it's not saying, and for a while, like nobody ever stepped up like this. So to me, it's like, how are we so blindly saying we don't know if he did? I'm leaning more towards he did.
I
Diddy
still
did do
think
it.
that people I still think that people are scared. More,
That's what it is.
There's a lot more people that know the
Mhm.
ins and outs. I mean, I've even heard stories of stuff going on in the industry. So it's just like a lot of people are still scared because it's just like,
Mm-hmm.
this is your passion. This is what you want to do. You finally got in the industry, and then it's like, oh my
Bam.
God, I got to speak out and lose my bread and butter. I got to lose my position. So I'm sure it's just a lot of people that is just fearful of
And-
getting blackballed.
People are coming at the bodyguard now. His head of security just came out saying how, and the funny thing is I was watching his video too.
Mm-mm.
And what did he say? He said, I was sick. I was sick of you. I was sick of everything that that was going on around you. And I was sick of everything I had to cover up for you. And people are like, well, why are you talking now? And it's like, but he
His
was named
name
in
in the
His name is in the document
Yeah, I
now.
know.
Like,
Talk.
I mean, if my name is
Oh.
in the document, people probably want to know my opinion on the matter.
Yeah.
He probably would have not spoken out had his name not been in the document.
And that was the bodyguard that cried with her
Mm.
and tried to break it up.
Oh.
His Roger,
Got it.
whatever, I forgot what
Yeah.
I said his name was.
Oh.
But it's like, I don't know. This is definitely. So do y'all think this is something? Because I know people are like, Diddy is so Diddy. Do you guys even see jail time or anything for him? Or like, because he got 2 more cases. I'm not really privy about one of them.
Yeah,
I know about the
him and Aaron
17-year-old.
Hall did something.
But Jesus, did you see Aaron Hall's interviews that are circulating?
I have
now?
not
Oh,
been seeing them,
child.
but
I just, child. Don't get
You
me
said
started
child.
on that one.
Do y'all see it for Diddy? Like, do y'all see a real, like a cancel? Because he's been dodging, like Diddy has been. Let's not sleep on
he's
the
been
man.
good at it. Yep.
What are we thinking in the next 2-3 years for Diddy? What we predicting?
I don't know. I mean, hey, listen, if you're guilty of violating people and harassing people and harming people, by all means, you and anybody involved, pull the paddy wagon up and take all their ass to jail. Sorry, take all their behinds to jail, as far as I'm concerned. But I mean, if he did it, then
Do you think though? Let's see. Like I'm asking. Like in the 2-3 years, what
I
are we
don't
predicting for Diddy's
know.
career?
I don't
I want
know.
everybody to go
Possible.
around. What are we thinking for Diddy's career in 2-3 years?
I
It's-
don't know.
It's possible because if they could get R. Kelly after all these years,
But he was like damn near on the decline. R.
all-
Kelly isn't Diddy.
but after all these years though, if they can
But it-
get that
yeah.
man, then it's possible that Diddy can get got. So
Yeah, that's
Diddy
true.
Probably
they say anybody can get got, not
he
like
probably messed
whether
with
you-
the wrong person.
this
or
big
stopped
celeb.
something. But
Yeah.
yeah.
And
it's
I don't-
possible.
But I don't want
I
people
don't
to
know.
But I'm not
also
tryna-
use the whole black people, black man card because they locking everybody up.
Yeah.
You know,
Did y'all see that long list of sexual assault allegations that are coming out? They said Jamie got one, Cuban got one, Eric Adams got one.
Oh, they're not
somebody else got
discriminating.
one. They
Lord.
listing everybody, but I don't like that. I do not like that it's mostly black men that seem to be like, oh, maybe
hate
it's my
it, too.
algorithm that is
I
on
don't
the
think
feeds.
so.
That's what I'm saying, on my feed. I don't, if there are more white people getting arrested, I guess my feed is not promoting that
Yeah.
to me. I just don't like that. It seems like
I don't think so.
I'm excluding Diddy. I'm saying like the long list that I saw of people who now got sexual assault cases allegedly right now, like about 7 of them are prominent black men. I think they said Cuban, Jamie, Eric Adams,
Cuba? You mean Cuba?
Cuban Gooding Jr.
Oh, Cuba. Oh,
Somebody, Cuba. I keep on saying Cuban, Cuba. And there's some, is it Cuban or Cuba?
Cuba.
Cuba. And then it was some other ones that we know. And I'm just like, well, goddamn, why are they all up?
They do lock them up. The Caucasian man from that 70s
Oh,
show
yeah.
just got
Yeah,
locked
he got-
up.
They
Oh,
grabbed
yeah.
him.
Yeah,
They grabbed
so
him.
He got
it's
good,
happening.
yeah.
It's happening.
I'm thinking it's just our algorithm.
Yeah, it's
you know what I
it's probably
mean?
because, you know, we
But
black.
they are Harvey Weinstein. They are getting locked up. You know
that
what
one
I
took,
mean?
I can't believe they even got him because he was a Scientologist.
That took
And they
a
don't be
minute.
locking
That
up
took a minute.
them
Yeah,
Scientology
they
people.
are locking them up. That's what I'm saying. They're not discriminating with this. Maybe that's just what we're seeing, but I don't think it's solely just a black man thing. But I think black, brown, white, it doesn't matter. If you out here harming people,
You need to go.
you got to go.
Y'all really got to take some time and read that.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely.
Yeah.
It's not. It's even the part where like he told her, and are we gonna get desensitized or something? Like if we
So you
curse,
can't say
Next
like
topic.
actual.
I
you gotta
can't
say, like essay.
No, I'm not gonna say that.
Okay.
I was gonna say what was in the about her with the white fingernail. He asked her to wear white nail polish to contrast against the
The skin.
skin of the male participants
Right.
in the bedroom
yeah.
because he liked to see the contrast of her hand
Yeah.
on the item
Right.
down there. And he liked to voyeur and watch, allegedly, in the
So
document.
my question to you guys, I think everybody here is like actors, artists.
Yeah.
You know, my thing is like, are you afraid that like even speaking out right now publicly, are you kind of afraid like how that will affect your navigating in the industry?
Yeah. Like, damn.
Nope.
I don't. Yeah, I'm just really speaking what my opinion and what I feel.
But it's almost like
I don't feel like that's blackballing me from anything.
not blackballing, but like I guess building on your. How do you think you would want to navigate though? Because it sounds like allegedly there are rumors of even the strongest black men or strongest men in this industry who have allegedly done some things to
Right.
get where they gotta go. So it's like this industry that we're all trying to break into. What are we trying to do? Honestly, like what we gonna do?
It's true.
Like, what
It's
are we going to
true.
do? Like, when you're faced with your career right there,
Right.
you never seen $1 million in cash in front of you.
Right.
Like, we keep joking, right? Like those questions that say if Jeff Bezos gave you $10 million right now and told you to, would you do it?
Right.
I'm not saying y'all got to answer that right now, but I'm just saying it sounds like these are the scenarios that are
Yeah, people
happening
are
in
faced
the
with.
industry. So how would we How would we? Let's all take 2 seconds to think.
I always try to lead with like integrity and like morals and like don't stray from that. You know, I mean, just don't integrity, morals.
But think about it though.
Knowing, drawing the line on what I'm willing to do and not willing to do.
But then what are you willing to do? Because seriously, think about it. $1 million. We are all working people. I'm sure we don't like getting up at 5 a.m.
Right.
And
I actually do get up at 5 a.m. That's crazy.
I get up too.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm sure we do not all like getting up
That's
at
crazy.
5 a.m. We all on this podcast because we would like to be something. We not just doing this and wasting our time for no reason.
Right.
And you are acting, I am acting, you are acting, you are acting.
Right.
And if some director on the black couch said, I'm going to give you the Ray Charles role of your lifetime right now. It's almost like, do we fault people for, because you said morals and integrity, but it's like, damn, this is my dream.
Right.
Do we fault those people?
You know what? And it's
Me
hard.
personally, I'm not doing it.
You really going to walk?
Right.
You really going to walk away?
I would dead walk away from it. Like, I would dead walk away from it. Like, it's this, like, a lot of people, I don't know, they can't resist certain things, but me personally, I can. If I say no, I
There are
no.
some people
Nah, I
who
feel
do.
you.
It's no.
I feel you.
Like, if it's something that it's like, I'm not even gonna say it because I would get blackballed for. So I ain't gonna say it. But let's just say, yeah, I wouldn't. Nah, if it's got to break me down my respect, my morals, and
Probably be
then
on.
that right after I'm thinking about it. Now I'm using drugs to try to forget about it. That's how you commit suicide. It leads to a lot of things. So nah, I'm good.
Yeah, you're right. The domino effect.
And then I think they know who they could prey on, kind of, sort of. Even though they could prey on anybody, they know people that came from the hood or they didn't really have nothing.
It's like a car dealer.
You know what I mean?
You go
They'll
to a
take
dealership
anything.
and you fiending. I really
That's the
like
person
that
right
car.
there.
That's my car right
You
there.
see
Now they're
somebody
feeling like,
thirsty or
Yeah, you
something
see
like
some
that.
of these rappers and you like, did you really have to say that? I know you could tell they needed the money to help mama because she got 2-3 jobs.
Right.
About the hood. So they willing to just do anything and everything to make it.
Right.
And that's the sad part.
Right. Yeah.
They're putting these damn predators in position to empower. Like, they shouldn't be the ones making the decision.
But I mean, they already been there for years.
They've been there for years.
Gatekeepers,
like,
man.
Down,
Them gatekeepers.
Gatekeepers
down.
is.
And then it's almost like hurt people. So, I mean, allegedly they said something happened to Diddy. Allegedly.
Yeah.
So maybe, once again, it's that hurt people argument. There's people who do 2 forks in a row. Hurt people who just never hurt people, but they live with the trauma and try to heal. And hurt people who just, something snapped. And now all of a sudden, they want to regain that power back that they didn't have in that time. But I don't know.
I think sometimes the abused becomes the abuser. That happens even outside of the industry. A lot of times people that are abused become abusers.
It's a cycle.
This is true.
So.
It's a vicious cycle. I don't know. I just pray for all of those that are involved. Cassie, thoughts and prayers. You clearly started something. She took her money, but I think she knew that even she's a name. Whether people like, oh, she had 1 album. Well, she was signed for a 10 album deal. You got to ask yourself, why didn't she get her 10 albums? You got to ask. Yeah. So my thing is, and why 10 albums? What kind of contract is that?
Crazy.
That's crazy.
I didn't know it was 10 albums.
It was 10 albums.
like,
It's in the
damn.
document. She was signed for a 10 album deal.
Dudes don't even get past 4.
Right. So what was you going to do if you never produced it? And she only had the 1.5. So because the other one was a mixtape, I think. So like, yeah,
Did she only have 2?
I think she had. I think the second one wasn't an album. No, I don't know.
I feel like she had 2 albums.
Let's just say she had 2.
But
she still had 8 more to go. That's still a lot. Like she still had. Who's doing all of this? Right. So my thing is like. Thoughts and prayers, I feel like just for the simple fact that you didn't get to do your 10 albums, you was due for revenue that should have been owed to you, possible tours that you didn't get, whatever they didn't do to fulfill those albums, you deserved it, and on top of everything you went through. I think she should have got more. I don't know how much you got, but I still think you should have got more. But thoughts and prayers, and I mean, she started something. Something is happening, and yeah, Jesus Christ. This is going to be a hard pivot.
Right, it really is. Well, speaking of music, that's how we're going to pivot.
Speaking of music, not to lessen what we went through.
On the brighter side.
On the brighter side of music, Pink Friday too.
Pink
Nicki
Friday
Minaj's
too.
album just dropped yesterday.
Yes.
How do we feel? And this is men. Like
Nah, I'm a Nicki fan.
oh, okay, because I was
Yeah.
like, this is men, and like I don't
And
even know how you
Umbrella.
feel about Nicki Minaj.
Oh, me?
I don't know how you feel
Pink
about
Friday
Onika.
was
Oh,
fire.
I don't have a problem with
Friday was-
Nicki.
I never
like Nicki.
asked you. Like,
Oh,
yeah, I never know. I
Do
never
I
asked
consider
you.
myself a barb? No.
No, I'm
Oh
not
my
a
God.
barb. Oh, I
Barb.
can't be a
Oh,
barb.
Oh my God. Let's
I'm
not
scared
even
of a
say
barb.
nothing
Let's not even
wrong.
say.
Let's not
we
even say
come in
nothing.
peace. We come
Baby,
in
they will
peace.
be at your door.
They gonna pink us up. We come in peace. I
Oh,
damn
baby,
sure come in
no.
peace. I love Nicki, but I just feel like I don't know her work in London and stuff like that for me to be a barb.
Mhm.
Like I feel like barbs know every song she released.
Mm.
I don't know every song. I know about like stuff here and things
Right.
that pass through. I'm not a barb, but I'll probably be at the concert though.
Let me ask you a question before we start about the Nicki album. What fan base you think is the worst?
Oh, between who?
Oh,
Between
'Cause we got
Nicki, we got Beyonce.
Okay.
Well, Rihanna.
Navy's
Navy
kind of
is not
quiet
crazy.
because they ain't got no
Beyonce
music.
fans are-
Beyonce, Nicki, and
The Taylor
NBA
Swifters?
Youngboy too.
Oh,
fans.
Swifters.
Taylor
The Swifties. Are
Oh,
they,
Swifties,
and,
Swifters.
that Melly from
Nah,
Love
what's
Marriage
his
and
name
Huntsville
too?
was
NBA
crazy.
Youngboys.
Oh my
Bellamy.
God.
Oh.
Everything
What's the worst
NBA
fan
does
base
better.
like on the social media?
I
Period.
say the bar.
Me too. I say that.
You
you
What
think
about
the
you?
bar?
Yeah.
I don't know, cause sometimes that beehive is
Beehive, that's
fucking
what I'm
real.
saying.
So
I
we
would say
between the
did y'all
Hive and
see?
the Barbz.
Did y'all see how like I think it was it Kid Rock? They still putting bees underneath. This shit was years ago. They still putting bees in his comments. I think they I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the Barbz and the Barbz and
Barbz.
definitely the Beehive.
But I remember a barb attacked me because I said that the barbs are like they're unhinged, like it was like a joke, and they attacked me. But I'm like, you proving my point, and I didn't even
proving
say
my
I didn't
point.
You
even
proving
say
my
anything
point.
about Nicki, and I actually like Nicki. Nicki's name wasn't even in a sentence. All I said was like what we're saying right now, like the barbs is wild,
Yeah.
and they just attacked me, and I'm like,
Barbz is
I
number
ain't
one.
even say nothing.
Barbz is number one.
You want to know why I say the Beehive is number one? Y'all ever seen Swarm? But Beyonce's cult. Oh shit, they gonna attack us. Beyonce's fans got a whole HBO.
Oh,
Swarm.
Amazon.
Oh.
Yeah, it was about Beyonce.
I don't
Like
think I
it was a.
have
Swarm is deep.
I think
Really?
Swarm
it
is
was about
deep.
Beyonce, but I also think it was about that
That
fan base
fan
culture. You know,
that obsessive fan.
Obsessive.
It was so good.
It was
Swarm
very
was
good.
very good. Y'all gotta watch Swarm.
Yeah, I'm gonna
but that's the
check it
only
out.
reason why I would give it a 1 up, like that notch up, because the Beehive is so known that it got a whole. It inspired Swarm.
I'm
I mean,
gonna say
if they
Barbz.
do a season 2, I would love it to be about the Barbz because
I'm gonna say Barbz.
Nicki Minaj's fan
I'm
base.
gonna say
Barbz.
Barbz.
Nicki
Yeah.
Minaj's fan base
They
is
out of
definitely
control, yo.
ruthless, but
Yeah.
they didn't get an HBO special.
Wow.
But-
I don't know.
I don't
But
know.
what do we think about the album?
I'm gonna go last.
Some of us listened
I
to
ain't
it.
gonna listen to it yet.
I listened to snippets of it, and I'm
Mhm.
sorry. I'm gonna listen to it. As soon as I leave, I'm gonna listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of liked it. I kind of liked it. I kind of liked it.
Mm.
I'm eager to see. I'm big on like performances.
Oh my God,
being like
concert.
a singer and stuff. I'm really like big on like performance. I love.
So
when the
you wanna
rap
see what
girlies
the
be
visuals will
performing,
be.
the visuals.
But speaking of I'm going last. Go ahead.
So I love New Music Fridays because like I wake up at 5, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
and I like to listen to it before I go to work. I heard a few tracks off the album. It sounded cool, but I guess I gotta sit on it a little bit
Yeah.
because I'm not the type to like listen to it straight through for one day and be like, oh, it's trash. Oh, this is fire.
You
I
gotta
like
keep
to like
listening.
sit on it for like a weekend at least a weekend and be like, all right, this is okay. This
A
is my
good
honest
body of
opinion.
work.
But from the songs I heard, I like a few songs. My favorite
Yeah.
so far is the one with Uzi.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
Uzi did
just-
exactly what he was supposed to do on that track.
Yeah,
That was a perfect
flowing.
track for Uzi.
So it
I
was
could tell
good
his little
so
self
far.
came out there like,
Right.
Yeah.
That's why you heard
Yeah,
that
like,
the
do
vibration from him doing
whoa.
that, yo.
Like I was like, oh my God.
But I
Yeah.
think so far from what I'm hearing, I think it's cool. It's I gotta listen to it a little bit more. But you know, Pink Friday, I love Pink Friday. The first album is
First album was
fire.
First album is iconic.
and you can tell this
yeah.
one's a little bit different from that, which is okay. It's cool, but I like rapping. Like I like Like when a rapper.
Then how you gonna say that?
Rapping.
Barbie Dreams is a rap. Beep beep, bomb bomb.
Barbie Dreams. That was on.
No, it's not Barbie Dreams.
No, that's not one. That
It's
on Queen.
No,
What song you referring to?
It is Barbie Dangerous.
Oh, Barbie Dangerous. All right, I'm gonna
Barbie
listen to
Dangerous
that.
has
I think I haven't listened to
the
that.
B.I.G. beat in there, interloping in there.
Okay.
And she and that's when Big Sean underneath her comment said, because she said, "What's your favorite song?" And then Big Sean said, "You killed Barbie Dangerous."
Barbie Dangerous.
Your verse on Barbie Dangerous is what it
Okay.
was. I don't know. I liked it. I actually really loved this album because I felt like this is what we should have got instead of Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan of Queen because I was coming off of the Pink Print. And
Right.
for me, we had Pink Friday, Pink Print, and I just felt like there was no conclusion to that. It was good music. And the thing I look for Nicki is I look for the beats in the back. I look for melody because I like her singing voice. It's different, but it works on certain tracks. And I feel like she perfects it each and every time. And it's a note that's synonymous with Nicki. When you hear it, you know that's Nicki Minaj. It's not, we're not saying she's Aretha. We're not saying she's any of these people, but there's a certain melody that Nicki has perfected, kind of like Drake. That like note that just is synonymous with those two people.
True.
And then on top of that, I like that she kind of leans into a dark fantasy with music. And it's like a dark fantasy with hints of beauty. And that's what I was looking for
That's
with
why
Queen.
her and Uzi go so good together.
Perfect.
Yes,
Yeah.
He on the same dark thing.
Yeah, it's like a dark
Yeah.
and this is why I kind of wish if Kanye was
Oh yeah.
Better
would have been.
if they worked
Yeah.
together more.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, if
Kanye
Nicki and
and Kanye.
Kanye
That would
did some
probably
sort
be
of
my
merger,
God.
and we got a dark twisted fantasy with
Well,
Nicki's pink
fire.
print.
I would be
Oh.
With Nicki's
fire.
pink print, or
Yeah.
Nicki's
Fire.
like the way she is, she needs to be in that type of category. She's a very, very brilliant artist.
She is.
And
Most definitely.
I just felt like with Queen, what I didn't like with Queen is it just was her boasting. And that's not what I'm wanting from Nicki. I didn't want boasting Nicki. I did like Ganja Burn, but it wasn't what I felt incomplete. But now I feel like the chapter, if she chooses to close it, I'm okay. I am okay. If she wants to make a fourth, I'm okay with you taking 5 more years. But I am okay. I am finally, as a fan, I feel like this pink print thing feels like we came full circle. And it feels very good. I loved her first song for her son.
The intro was cool. I liked it.
It was very beautiful. And there was actually something that I think I sent y'all. And it was, what was that thing? It was very, did I send it to y'all?
Barb's going crazy right now.
Of course.
Right.
Did
It's
you
going
see
crazy right now.
Did you see that thing
I
lit
love
up?
it.
I love the artwork that everybody's coming
Gag
up with.
City?
I love that.
And that's what I'm saying. Talk about, first of all, her rollout was good. It was a good rollout for an album. Every Friday she was stuck to her promise. Every Friday we got something. Surprises.
But I think it really was about the fans. The fans really did the rollout for her.
because she loves her fans.
I agree with
Right.
Charlamagne because I heard the Breakfast Club yesterday. I felt like the rollout could have been bigger for the album because I almost forgot the album was coming out
I ain't gonna
yesterday.
lie.
I honestly forgot because I know
I wrote that, I'm like,
because I know
shit,
she
what's the
announced
album?
it last month,
but
but
then she
I
had to
don't.
push it back.
Yeah, and then she pushed it back, but I felt like the rollout could have been bigger as far as like us being, prepared for it and be
So
like, oh
what do
shit, I
y'all
can't wait
mean
for
by
this.
that? Like consecutive music videos leading up to it?
Yeah,
Kinda
like a
like the
single, like-
Do you realize nobody's
Nobody
doing
doing
that no
singles
more?
no more.
No,
Nobody
but
dropping
kind of
singles
like
no
the
more.
She did drop
same,
singles.
like the Renaissance.
Red Ruby, the
kinda-
Sleeves, and what else?
Super Freaky Girl.
Now they be dropping.
And then she
singles,
dropped
but they
Bomb
drop
Bomb.
Singles always like months before.
And then she dropped Bomb Bomb. And then she dropped
She
Last Time That I Saw You and performed that at the VMAs. And then in the same breath, she performed Big Difference. And then technically VMAs was part of the rollout. She hosted. She performed 2 songs. So technically that's a big rollout. VMAs?
I don't know. It wasn't like.
I feel like you would have to like.
It would be everywhere. Like Bill. I don't know. Like
Before
motherfucker.
it was everywhere. It's because
Yeah.
Nicki kind of, she kind of messed up
That's
some of her
true.
little
I see what you're
contacts.
saying.
You know what
like
I mean?
billboards, like
something.
that, like
Yeah,
they
a little
did
bit
back in the
sometimes.
day.
Yeah.
Back
Yeah.
then, it was like, even if I didn't know, I would have
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
Drake,
a billboard
when
or
Drake-
something.
like
we
popping somewhere.
We know when Drake
we
is
know
about to
when
drop an
Drake about
album.
to
We
drop.
know when he about to drop.
Even if I'm not on the internet for a
Right.
week, I know.
No,
We know
Drake
Drake.
is
You know what I'm
about
saying?
to
So I just felt like with
So,
Nicki, it
yeah,
should have
it's
been
like Nick,
as big as that.
I just feel she lost some of that marketing edge because I'm telling you, she kind of alienated or something.
Didn't she
think so?
kind of have like a
Hell
riff
yeah.
with
Some
the
women-
radio
notice
station?
Some young women don't
Yes.
do music with her, and some young women choose Cardi. If you notice, when they choose
we
Cardi,
gotta
they
talk
don't do it
about
with her.
that,
Like I'm
though.
telling
The
you, you
Cardi,
gotta
Cardi
realize
against Nicki.
the music with most of
Yeah,
the
we gotta
young
talk about
industry
that
dudes,
though.
the young industry girls that's coming up, they either choose to do the song with Cardi or they choose.
Mm.
Well, technically, that Sexy Red track went with Nicki.
And then
Pound Town.
what's the chick that did the song with
Lotto?
I think it was Lotto.
Mm.
Oh,
with
put it on the
Cardi.
floor.
You see what I'm saying? She's
I
not
know
doing
what you're
no
talking about.
songs
I
with
see what
Nicki.
you're
I hate
You
that
see, they
though.
choose. So
I
whoever
hate
did a song with
that.
who, just pay attention to it. You're not gonna see
Yeah,
that
yeah.
artist do the song with the other person.
Yeah.
You're not gonna see Lotto do a
I
song
hate
with
that.
Nicki for
Why
some
does it
reason.
have
Megan's
to be
the only
like
one that
that
did both.
Yeah, Meg was
Megan
the
did-
only one, and she almost.
And she beefing with Meg.
And she,
Yeah,
I mean,
now right
you see
after
what I'm
that.
saying?
Yeah,
Like,
after that, yeah.
Listen, I love Nicki. I love Nicki Minaj. I've been
But
a
she,
fan
if
since
you
Young
do a
Money.
song with Cardi, Nicki's
but
not fucking with you.
I love Nicki. Listen,
Nah.
but Nicki low key a bully.
Yeah,
Let's
she
talk about it.
is.
She low key a
She
bully.
really-
Low
That's
key.
what I mean by alienating.
Just
people.
everything
She
she's
does
done.
that,
She low key
bro.
a bully.
She
I
does
don't know.
that.
It's like
Low key.
it's
She like, you listen
no,
to
Don't
my
attack me,
eye,
Barbz.
You my eye.
Don't
That's how
attack
she
me.
I'm
is.
not saying
telling
she's
you.
not because I'm not gonna lie. I think I was talking to you about the VMAs? I don't know. I feel like I was talking to somebody and I'm like, her energy was off to me with the VMAs. Like I just didn't want her
I
to
haven't
be so
seen it.
like, am I gonna be nice? Or am I gonna be mean?
Why you sound just like her? Why you sound like her?
No, because that's how she was. You wanna
sounded
know? But Roman is here. And it's like,
It's
but
funny
why are you
mentioned
so
Bully,
like
too. You saw the
She
Queen
low-key
Radio
bully.
when she was. That's matter of fact, I did hear about the because when she did the Queen Radio and she was going at Offset with her boyfriend.
Yeah, oh yeah, and then that was
some
mess.
bullying. Oh,
And then that was mess. Like, what are you doing standing in the street trying to?
Oh my
that
God.
was mess.
Oh my God. We a little
Listen,
too
we
old
can
for
stem
that.
this all back to with Quentin Miller too. We can stem it all back. You know what happened with
I
Quentin Miller.
just
Come
feel
on.
like I hate the fact that the rap girlies are always beefing. It'll never be like what it was back in the day.
Where we collabed.
with Ladies Night. It will never be like that again. And
And I
that's
want
the
that.
sad
I want that
part.
so
I want
bad.
that so
No, wait.
bad.
Because I was just
all the
talking
girls,
about
all the girls
Yes.
are capable of having number ones, especially
Facts.
if they don't come out at the same time.
Yo, listen.
Everybody's
Bro, you
capable of
understand.
having
Can you
a number one.
If Cardi and Nicki did a song together,
Wait, no.
just think. See, you see,
No, no.
That's how I would look. Like,
no,
imagine.
Hear me out.
Just
New
imagine.
York rap women right now. I was thinking literally to myself when I was hearing this album. I'm like, fuck. Imagine if we got like Lola Brooks to start.
Ooh, I love her.
Ice
like her.
Spikes on the hook. Cause you know she got that melody voice. So we got a ladies' night where it's Ice Spice on the hook, Lola Brooks to start, passes it to Remy, passes it to Cardi, ends it with Nicki. Cardi and Nicki have a
Other girl's
banter.
name, the Dawn something. Is she from New York?
The
What's her
Dawn.
name?
So many female
In my
rappers out now.
Teflon,
Teflon.
Telfar bag.
I
She,
don't know.
Uh-huh.
I don't-
Amaya the Dawn.
Oh,
Amira
I
the
think it's
Dawn or
Amaya
something.
Well,
the
I'm
Dawn.
I'm talking. I guess the artists I know for real. But I'm just like, imagine if we had a
Or
track with
Scarlett.
Ice.
Oh, Scarlett too.
But
Is nice.
I-
She could
she got
spit.
she got to do a little bit
She
more
could
before getting
spit.
on this lady night track.
could
But what
spit.
I want is like if I had Ice Spice, Lola Brooks, Remy, Cardi, Nicki.
Spice needs to be
Nicki
a little
could fake clothes, but her and Cardi could banter in a way, like kind of like acknowledging the beef, and then hold up, stop the track, and then we have Kim. Because technically on it, like we had, and then like let's just say they do a ladies' night video, and they have Angie Martinez in the video, Missy Elliott to pay homage,
Yeah,
Pay
it'll never
LaBelle,
happen
and
now.
there's people
It'll
in it.
never happen.
I just feel like New York
Never.
needs that right
Enzo
now.
B, too.
I'll be 50 years
it'll
old.
never
New
happen.
York
happen.
needs that right now. We just had like such a unity with these female rappers.
We
The
did.
tour, the money y'all are missing to make, like it's
I hate
ridiculous.
when they beef.
Remember
It's
them
so
calls
unnecessary,
and
and
all
I
the
think a
women?
lot of that has to do with the fans, but also the artists. Because
And also, we don't know what they
artists
deal
egg
with
it
in the
on.
background because the industry
Controversy
is
can
also
bring views and money, so they'd
Bec-
rather beef with each other.
because you
Stupid.
know. But I feel
Stupid
like
how
it,
it
it,
is.
it could bring more. I feel like it could bring more
Yeah.
views if we actually
Yeah.
collab and they show that women could just be on top together, especially these these Black Hispanic women. Like we need to show that we are literally able to get along and we're able to
Right.
be successful together. I would love that. And I'm not saying Nicki is not a bully, but at the same time, I know, like, for some reason, I know her argument is she just feels like she's not respected enough. Like, when you do the top 5 category, her being like, why do I gotta be in a female rap? She should be lumped in with guys by now. How much rapping she gotta do? Like, she done been on a track with Jay-Z and Kanye and Rick Ross and had the best verse. She done rapped with Eminem. She done rapped with YG.
You
And
sound like a barb.
I'm not really a barb.
You're a barb.
I'm not really.
Stop it.
No, I'm not
You're
a
undercover barbs.
No, because I told you I don't know every single song by heart. They're like go hard. Because like I feel like a real barb will probably like shut me up and probably say more facts than I. But I'm just I'm going off like, but she done rap with she done rap with Meek Mill, she done rap with Wayne, she done did Drake, she done did all of you, and she had the longest rap career that most men don't even have.
Yeah,
Why do, like, she just feels like she's not talked about enough, she's not revered enough, she's not these things. But what I like about this album is it's sounding like my girl's getting to a point where she don't care anymore. Like, she sounds like she's healing something.
Sometimes
something healing.
You gotta go in not caring. Like, if you know you the queen, if you know you
And
you
that's
the
what she
shit,
said in this track.
just do it. Just do it. Sometimes people are not gonna clap it up for you. Sometimes people are not gonna roll out the red carpet.
Nope.
And sometimes you gotta do that shit yourself. And that's what queens gotta do sometimes.
I'ma
Sometimes
just
you wear that crown.
I'm gonna just close on this. I feel like Nicki's like, what? She's like 40 something. I feel like she should be the bigger person a little bit and try to just, because you the leader of this
This your show.
female hip hop. Yeah, it's your show.
This
So I
your
feel like
show.
she should basically, try to reach out and just be the bigger person and work.
But do you
with
even
all
think
women, but
do you think
not
they
gonna do
passed
it.
the point? Because think about it, this
It's
situation
never too
with
late.
her husband
It's
and
never too
like
late.
the Offset.
It's never too late.
I feel like the right sit down with all of them. Like, I want
Be fire.
Kim, Nicki, Cardi, all
Be
of them
fire.
to just like,
That'd be fire.
I don't know, but I also don't know what happened in the background.
Yeah,
I don't,
there's
because
a lot of
rumor
stuff.
has it people say Cardi was an industry plant or whatever to take down Nicki, that they wanted something to whatever to go against her. I don't know all of these things. I feel like Cardi looked like a fun time girl.
Right.
She looks chill. She looks like a fun time.
And she collaborates with all of the girlies.
She be chilling, yeah.
I just feel like I love the
Except for the ones that don't go with Nicki.
true.
No, that's not true. She collaborated with Meg. That was with Nicki.
Technically.
she's not
Yeah, that's
like
it.
I don't know. I never got that impression that she was like that.
It seems like Cardi just is happy to be
Nah,
here.
it's not. I don't think it's
Yeah.
her like that. It's because Nicki's like
It's
that.
Nicki.
So since the other artists don't want to lose, that
And it's
Nicki
so
friendship,
sad that
they're
they have
not
to
gonna go with the other
choose.
artists.
It's so sad. You got to come in already choosing before you even get your feet wet and show the world what you have to offer. I just hate that they're all beefing. Like, they all have something amazing to bring to the world.
Yeah, they do. They do.
I
And
agree.
like I said, maybe the tides would change, because I feel like I said the whole album, there's certain songs where she's saying some real shit. Like, she's talking about her marriage. She's talking about, like, and there was a lyric that she said something about her son will one day have to forgive her. She's talking about lasting memories, like memories last. It's sounding like she's getting to a place where maybe, like you said, I'm not saying she's gonna wave the white flag. I don't know. I'm
won't
putting
happen.
remember, everybody has their own interpretation of music. I could be wrong. She probably like, girl, what you talking about? That's not what I'm saying. Right. But it's just sounding like she's entering a happy space, a nostalgic space, a space of growth, and a space of I don't care anymore. And a space, it's almost like, shit, this should be the Grammy nomination, but it don't sound like she gives a shit because she ain't released it for that time. Remember, Nicki was always like seeming like to chase the Grammy. She's releasing it now. Didn't the Grammys already come out? Like, the nominations already came out?
I believe
So,
so, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, maybe. But I guess let us know
Right.
do y'all have any final thoughts?
No,
That's
we didn't
it.
do that.
All right. Well, let us know what you all think about what we talked. Do you guys want to see a ladies' night collaboration with all of New York on the map? Do you guys
That would
think
be
that our
nice.
opinions made sense about Nicki Minaj? Also, how do y'all feel about what we said about Diddy?
Right.
Did Diddy do it? Diddy did not? Diddy? Is it done for Diddy? I feel like it's over for
Yeah,
Diddy.
Diddy did that
It is
shit.
over for
Yeah.
Diddy. It is over for
Whatever they
Diddy.
said, Diddy did.
Whatever they
Did
said,
that
Diddy
shit.
did. He did that
50
shit.
Cent voice.
50 Cent voice. But yeah, hit us up in the chats. You know me, Kenya.
Banks.
Shayla said.
It's your boy G.
And we back, y'all. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.